Hey, what is going on, guys? This is your boy, the Instant on the review side, Tan Tiger 01, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, Tan Tiger 01, Twitch and Instant1, follow me on Instagram as well, and hit that bell notification button. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody around the world. Hope you all had a nice, enjoyable, responsible, incident-free New Year celebration. Okay, now let me start off by this. Let me tell you a little bit about what I do outside of these videos, in case you people didn't, in case my viewers didn't know. And this is a bit of foresight on what I want to bring to the channel, but this depends on the feedback I get, and this is why your comments down in the comment section below is very important. And if you could specifically share this video to other people, it would be much appreciated, because this is something like this is not like what I'm about to talk about is not sports related, not necessarily sports related, but this is something very serious. Okay, here's what I do. I'm actually doing a PhD in science education. Okay, before this, I have done two masters, one from the George Washington University, one from the University of Bradford. Before that, I did a BSc honors degree. An honors degree is basically a 4-year course. You finish it in 3 years, or you finish it ahead of time. And those are the nature of the UK degrees. Like the the UK education system, you gotta be tough to survive it, especially if you're coming in from outside. Well, most of the world, like some of the other education systems are much more rigorous. But anyways, now yes, I'm a Muslim, so alhamdulillah, I ended with a 4.0 GPA in terms of my coursework. So what I'm doing right now is the research phase of it, of the PhD. Like you have the coursework phase, then you have the research phase. My circumstances and my experience has brought me to a point where the topic I'm researching is surprisingly like being almost never been attempted. Why I say almost? Because I'm not aware of each and every literature out there. But why do I say the next part, never been attempted? I have looked and looked and looked. And this started maybe early 2018. I have gone through my university search engine. I have gone through the ERIC search engine for anyone who looks up journal articles and whatnot. I have gone through Google Scholar. Not one article, not one, talks about what I'm trying to do. Not one. Which was, to be honest, which was very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. And if you haven't figured out already, or if you do not know this, I am legally blind. Why do I say legally blind? Because there's apparently there's like a categorization of visual acuity below which you are considered to have almost non-essential, like non-functional vision. Like you're almost as good as blind. You have low vision but non-functional vision. So you don't have enough vision to read normal print text unassisted, or get a driving license or whatnot. Like it's something along those lines. So yes, to be very technical, I am very low vision. I'm not fully blind, but I have very low vision. Like I'm not in the World Health Organization of below 3/60 of visual acuity. And if anyone knows how visual acuity is measured, what those upper and lower number mean, you will know 3/60 is unbelievably debilitating for someone to have as a visual acuity. So yeah, I'm just above that. Just above that. So yeah, the topic I'm trying to research, it actually involves technology and visual impairment. However, doing the research that I have done, I have gotten a much, I won't say a complete view of the scale of the problem, but a much more comprehensive view of the scale of the problem that surrounds people with disabilities and whatnot. Well, especially like my disability, which is a visual impairment, and this is on even on the levels of legislation and whatnot. So, like certain legislation. Obviously, I'm not American, so I'm not too familiar with American legislation. But I know few of the laws that pertain. Like I've come across few of the laws that pertain to people like us, such as Section 504, Section 508. IDEA, the Americans with Disability Act. The earlier and the later iterations and whatnot. And I have actually experienced like overall infrastructure for people with disabilities, in in multiple cities. I won't say countries, I'll say multiple cities, because let's say a country like the United States, it's not uniform. The like the the accessibility the accessibility infrastructure, it will differ from city to city. It will, because right now I'm in Melbourne, Florida. I'm seeing something else compared to what I've seen in Washington D.C. This might be different compared to what other people might see in New York, might see in Boston, might see in Boise, Idaho, might see in Spencer, Iowa, might see in Chicago, Illinois. So yeah, in multiple cities around the world, especially where I've been. So so my so one of the conclusions I have come across, and this is iterated in the literature that I have reviewed, iterated many times in the literature I've reviewed, is there is a problem of awareness. So I want to do my part. I want to do my part as much as I can, because I have this, very small. I have a platform with like comparatively very small number of subscribers, just 152 right now. Yeah, well, yeah, this is like one of my later channels. My older channels, I had way more subscribers, but due to my own stupidities, those channels are canceled. Um, so I want to help out as much as possible on every level. The first is awareness. Now, my question to all my viewing audience, and like I said, specifically, if you can share specifically this video to other people, please let me know, because I believe I have a decent amount of experience and decent amount of information, at least from my experience, on some of the aspects of living as a disabled person in a few cities around the world. So I want to know, is this some content that you would like to see, like you would be interested, not just yeah sure whatever, do whatever you want. No, 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 no. That you have a genuine interest in going forward in this channel. I will still do my wrestling stuff. I will still cover Bangladesh cricket. Like, I will still occasionally cover movies, and even less occasion than that, cover video games, because I'm playing God of War right now. I got God of War late. I'm playing God of War right now. So in the near future, you will get a video about that. So, but on top of all that, do you want to see me sharing my experience and answering questions about people, about certain aspects of disability, and living as a disabled person on this channel? Look, Sam from The Blind Life. First of all, if you haven't, go subscribe to him. He does an awesome job. he does an awesome job on his channel. And yes, yeah, he points out much more of the positive and like fun stuff, fun aspects of being like like at least being visually impaired or like living with one form of disability, whatnot. You know, I respect him for that. I've actually personally communicated with Sam. So whatever he's doing, he's doing one he's covering one aspect of living with a certain disability. Completely appreciate that. Like you know but like I want the people to have a much more well-rounded uh amount of knowledge about a certain about like not only disabilities but about everything actually. Like you hear one side of the story, you you cannot make an informed judgment without hearing the other side of the story as well. So I'm like, I want to know, like it's not like like I'm only gonna talk negative. Like if you want me to talk positive stuff, just put it in the comment section below. If I know about it, I'll talk about it. Like in terms of being, in terms of like dealing with certain aspects, or certain things, being someone who has a particular disability. So just let me know if that is content you want to see moving forward in 2019. All right, that's about it, guys. I'm really looking forward to your comments, especially on this one in the comment section below, because if I don't get any feedback, I'm like I'm most likely like not going to like put up content that like like no one wants to see. Most likely, but you never know. All right, that's about it, guys. Guys, just leave your comments in the comment section below, and once again, Happy New Year. The boy James Tammonth and Reside, the Bengal Dragon signing out.